Myntri Rangbah kacela konrat ke sangma hakasngi balang ula Plie kamputan Meghalaya Exchange Program Bmep balap Pynlong ke Meghalaya Tourism hakajingi trelang batka Asian Confluence at Asian Confluence Center Shillong. Hakane ke program ladon Myntri ke Transports Tourism ubak polling do bat jingme ngamnya Consul General Kamputan Baha Kohti. Hakajing Plie Myntri Rangbah kacela konrat ke sama ola ong banalor kajingnya day kebala don bat kiri BBIN kane ke program kabaya sam kan thau kilat ban pin yeso ban tip ban pin minta ban ya trelang bat kiwe ban shem ya kijing rai ya kijing bat tikna ya kijing ya day ki bane hadian habot ula yai ban ya kajing don kam kajing ya day bat ka BBIN bat kintiu ya kayo ka kot bat culture hakitain chatela mingi barok kawai Kiladon kumbak hatwe ngut kinong Bhutan kentup yaki samla pule napok ka Center for Bhutan Studies kibala isim benta haka plenary season kebala penbot da kajing pli yaka program da ukongsan.
As Bhutan and Meghalaya share very similar landscape, weather and diversity of cultures, the latter is popular destination for Bhutanese people for both education and tourism. While India continues to be a top trading partner for Bhutan, the contribution towards these statistics from the Northeast region is marginal, leaving space to explore more opportunities in bilateral and cross-border trading. Though we don't share direct land borders, Meghalaya is essential for Bhutan's third country trade, especially with Bangladesh, has at least 3 critical transit routes the Government of India notified for Bhutan are located in Meghalaya. These are Dauki, Dalu, and Gasupara. For the smooth and seamless movement of Bhutanese consignment through these land customs stations, I request continued cooperation from Your Excellency, the Honorable Chief Minister, and other esteemed authorities of the State Government of Meghalaya.
Tourism Minister and all the panelists who are here, including His Excellency, the Consul General of Bhutan, all the other distinguished invitees, and especially the persons who have come from the Center for Bhutan Studies all the way to learn, to exchange ideas, and to share in knowledge sharing. As Mr. Sabia mentioned, Honorable Chief Minister has articulated many times his vision of how this entire region we need to exchange ideas, have cultural exchanges, have more learnings and sharing so that we can take the best from each other in terms of the best ideas. And really, we believe in Meghalaya tourism that tourism can be a great driver for this growth. We know that Bhutan has really implemented many models of tourism where Meghalaya tourism can learn from, and I'm sure that we also have things that we could share with you, especially nature and how we work with living root bridges and so many of those aspects.
Actually floated this idea that we should have more exchanges with Bhutan, and you had indicated the willingness and your desire to have people from Bhutan, especially those who are doing research, policymakers, to come to Meghalaya, understand the state, and also for us to go back to Bhutan and understand the issues in Bhutan. So this is a sort of a fruition of that idea that we are carrying forward in line with your directions.
Has gained strength, and I believe we can only energize, empower, and elevate that discourse further. There is a lot that Bhutan and Meghalaya can gain through a bilateral exchange in many areas, tourism being one of them. I could also see that possibility in textiles. Incidentally, I also happen to be Minister in charge of textiles, and I know that Bhutan has a rich legacy of textiles industry.
Continuing on today's series of events and programs that I've had, you must be aware that we had a very wonderful program this morning with UNESCO, and we had a discussion on BBIN, which is of course Bangladesh, Bhutan, India, Nepal relationship. And in fact, today in the morning, the session, and this is a logical continuation of what we started in the morning, we really discussed about how this entire region should come together and really take things forward, because there is so much that we can do together, so much we can learn from each other, and so much of value can be created and potential can be unlocked if we can really push things forward. It just requires that will and the desire to move forward. And we've seen that in the past many years that this kind of a program, plan, policy and idea and vision has started to move in the right direction. And I had started my discussion in the morning with reference to how things used to be pre-independence, where this entire region used to contribute hugely to the exports of India. And that stopped once the borders came up and different policies came up. And hence, we clearly see that there is a huge potential out here. And without going too much into all those details and sticking with my speech which I gave in the morning, I'm very happy to see that we are finally, seeing this small steps being taken to really make things and push the larger and broader agenda that we all are having here today. In the morning, I spoke about something which I am very passionate about and very close to, and I strongly feel it is the right way to move forward, which is the creation of zones. Now, we need to realize that when we are trying to connect 4 nations, and that to a northeast, which is almost like a nation because the diversity is so much, the states are different, the challenges are different, until and unless we really try to break things up into smaller zones and create policies in these smaller areas, we may not be able to actually move forward, because every region has got its own challenges, every state has got its own challenges. And hence, today's program, with the presence of our additional Chief Secretary from Assam and also our Joint Secretary from External Affairs, I think is really meaningful. And apart from the relationships that we're trying to create, the exchange programs that we're trying to do, the connectivity that we talked about, the different kind of projects that we need to do and we are trying to move forward with, I would really like to suggest, which I had given suggestion in the morning also, is that we really need to look at some of the small steps that we can do immediately. And therefore, there are small issues that we face in terms of different policies that are there, the products that we can bring in and take out, and the kind of infrastructures we already have but not being utilized, the trade that is already happening. We have a lot of aggregate that is going from from Bhutan to India to Bangladesh, the challenges that we face out there in terms of the policy, the infrastructures out there. So I think what I personally feel, and I've always been an advocate of this, and I always mention this, and I would like to stress on it even today, that we need to look at what is existing, see where we can improve things, and make those small tweaks and changes to quickly see the results that we want.